Boogie, drop that beat.
Hi everyone, welcome to my channel, Talking Out Loud with Miss Talkative. Everything I say is my own opinion, alleged, and strictly entertainment purposes. Remember, I'm just talking out loud. Please like, share, subscribe, comment on the video, let me know what you think. Shout out to Trending at some point. She read the documents from Kyle and Stormi, both suing each other. Not the same lawsuit, not a countersuit, but two separate lawsuits. Kyle filed first in federal court, and Stormi filed within 24 hours after Kyle's lawsuit. Not a rebuttal, or well, I think it's a rebuttal, but it's not a countersuit. She filed in, I believe, civil court, and Kyle is suing Stormi and Canvas Beauty for punitive damages, lawyer fees, unpaid wages, equity and profits that he feels as though that he earned, as well as he wants to be noticed as 30% owner in Canvas Beauty. And he claims that he has text messages to back up his claims that he and Stormi agreed to him becoming 30% owner of Canvas. And Stormi, she's suing Kyle just not to, she feels as though she doesn't owe him any more money outside of what she's already paid him. And she wants to establish that he is not part owner in Canvas Beauty. Stormi lawsuit was very basic, straight to the point. He doesn't own any portion of Canvas Beauty, and I don't owe him any money. That's just, to me, that's the gist of her lawsuit. Kyle's lawsuit was very detailed with claims and theories and stuff to back it up. Now, Stormi did, in her lawsuit, she did say she have recordings of Kyle saying that he has no claim in Canvas. And in my opinion, it was probably when they initially spoke about the company, where probably in the beginning when they were discussing things, and she probably wanted him to do more, or she probably was asking him why he wasn't doing certain things, and he probably was saying, well, I don't have a claim. This isn't my company. I don't have a claim in this. I can't do this and I can't do that without your say so. And I think that Stormi probably held on to some of that, or if not all of that. And that's probably what she is alluding to, her having as her evidence or her receipts of him not being a part owner in Canvas Beauty. But I hope that Kyle has all his receipts to everything that he's suing Stormi and Canvas Beauty for, because Stormi, she don't deserve any mercy, none whatsoever, because this is not the first time that Stormi has been sued, and it's like she's not going to change, and she need a hard lesson. She doesn't care about anybody but herself. Stormi and her business, they were on the verge of bankruptcy, according to her words. She spoke them words herself, and which was prior to her and Kyle even falling out. So, in my opinion, Kyle's lawsuit is backing up her words of a mishandled company, as well as all the other lawsuits that has come against Stormi and Canvas Beauty. Kyle's lawsuit is justifying every last lawsuit that Stormi has gained, from not paying her employees to not paying the vendors for their services. Kyle, he helped Stormi turn her business from being in a negative $2 million to being valued at $100 million in a year and a half. And she's being ungrateful, saying she don't owe him anything. If anything, she should be saying, this man is worth every single penny that I've given him plus some. Like it was stated in, like Kyle said, it was stated in the text message. She would rather have 70% of something big than 100% of nothing at all. And Stormi, I don't see her walking away from this lawsuit with Kyle and not paying anything. I just don't, willingly or unwillingly. And she claims she owes him nothing because as she stated, she was so generous in giving him $3 million. I'm like, Stormi needs to quit it, because if she didn't need him, then why did she move him up from marketing to COO, to partnering with him, a 70-30 split? And regardless if they have paperwork or not, she said it in a text message, and she allowed this man to run her company in such a manner as he was an owner. Because when Kyle texted her about the splitting of the profits and equity, she could have just said no at that point. She could have just said, well, that's not on the lines of what I was thinking. I was thinking maybe on the lines of, whatever else. But since she agreed to it, regardless if it was just over a text message or not, I believe she owed. I mean, that's just like bill collectors now. They will text you and tell you press 1 if you want to pay the bill, and press 2 if you want to pay a different amount. So that's a text message, I believe, can be a binding contract now. Because when I press 1, they take my money out my account. So I don't see Stormi walking away from this. But Stormi, she knew that she needed him, and she knew what he brought to the table. Because if she could have done it without him, she would have already had done it. There was no need to bring him on if she didn't need him. And why did she allow him to take on so many roles if she didn't need him? Especially without her knowing. If he was not part owner, then why didn't she clearly define his roles prior to him entering into the COO role? That should have been in writing from start. It's like, why wasn't anybody else already in the roles to begin with? I don't understand why Kyle had to come in and take on all the roles by himself, if her and Courtney was the dynamic duo that did everything, were the brains of the operation. Stormi could have easily done these tasks and left Kyle where he was, if it was that easy, if she knows so much. Now all of a sudden she's graphic designer, she's this, she's that. But she, regardless of what she knows how to do or what she thinks she knows how to do, she used Kyle to get it done. And I believe that she allowed Kyle to take on so many roles because it was saving her money. For Stormi not hiring anybody in those roles that Kyle was fulfilling, HR, payroll, etc., whatever role you want to think of, you name it, Kyle was doing it. All the different personnel that Stormi is hiring now, she got Big Lou running HR. She said she got a wealth manager. She couldn't afford all them people a year and a half ago, 2 years ago. That's why Kyle had to loan their business up to $40,000 of his money and go without pay for a while so they can get the money back up. So Stormi claimed that he was doing stuff to make himself irreplaceable, but she didn't feel as though he was doing stuff to make himself irreplaceable prior to him building up that company. She didn't feel as though that him lending the business $40,000 was a bit excessive, and she didn't try to stop him either. She didn't say, oh no, let me pay you so I won't owe you. Let me pay you. Let me skip out my salary. Let me and Courtney forfeit our salary for a while because we don't want no more problems with not paying our employees. We've been down this road before. Stormi didn't care. She let this man do whatever it took to get that business afloat again. And once he did, now she wants to discredit him. Instead of Stormi begging for leniency and trying to figure out where do they go from here, no, what Stormi did was file her own lawsuit. And like I say, I hope that Kyle receipts add up to everything and more that he's suing for. Because Stormi this is a lesson that Stormi is about to buy. This is a huge lesson that Stormi is about to buy. She's buying cars and boats. She finna buy this lesson as well. And like I say, I don't see Stormi walking away from this court case without coming off some money, whether through settlement or rather the courts awarded to Kyle. So while Stormi's in the club with bags of money, she may want to cut back because this is not just a warrant that her lawyer can appear on her behalf, call in some favors, and have it dismissed. And with knowing lawyers in this type of case, and with their hours, with them being paid by the hour, Stormi may be about to shell out way more than what Kyle initially was asking to be paid out. Stormi about to buy herself some lessons. And I hope that Kyle bring them top-notch lawyers from California or wherever and mop the courtroom floor with Stormi and Canvas Beauty. That's just my opinion. I'm just talking out loud. Please like, share, subscribe, comment on the video. Let me know what you think.